Audio Diary 3. I I've had a lot of thoughts about things like death and religion and all that stuff like that before. And I don't know what to say about them necessarily. But like Catholic Church and stuff, a lot of people view it as evil, like, oh, they're trying to get rid of like lesbians and gays and stuff, or they think that, oh, it allows you to have like nothing at all, or there's a lot of people that say, oh, the Muslim religion, that's an actual one of peace and stuff. But I don't really understand any of that. Like, if you look at the Quran, if I remember correctly, it even says inside of it that you should kill people that don't agree with you and stuff like that. And in freaking, like, the Catholic religion, you have them literally changing their views almost every day, trying to accept and love one another. You have them inviting the gays to marry each other. They respect them. It's no longer blasphemous or evil. It's something that they allow. So yeah, that's what I think about, like, the religion part. But then there's death. Like, I mentioned that earlier when I was very, like, first starting this, audio diary part. And the thing about death is, I don't know, like, am I ready to die or am I not ready to die? And different religions have it like, oh, if you die, you go to heaven. Other religions have it, oh, you die, you go to Valhalla, where you end up fighting numerous enemies or getting slaves and stuff like that. Or, oh, when you die, you get reincarnated as another thing. But then, when you also think, like, without, like, believing religion, you think, oh, death is a thing that will kill you off and you would never exist. That your thoughts are just a thing that belongs in your mind. Your brain just creates it. And that religions are, like, not even necessarily a good thing, because it's a thing that's just, like, you wanting to believe in something after death, even though there might not be anything at all. And that you're just using it to be happy, even though it might not be necessarily healthy for you. And death is, like, also, like, since it's something that we don't necessarily know, you can't really want to die. You don't want to die. You don't want to give yourself up without doing something with your life. I am never ready to die. If there was a way to live forever, I would want to, because I want to do something with myself. I want to do something with others. I want to do something with my life. And yet, so far, I have done nothing. Nothing at all that I can really see. I helped people now and then, yeah. I've given some things now and then, yeah. But I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with my life. And death is a thing that scares me, but at the same time it doesn't, because it's a natural thing that happens. When you have to go, you're gonna go. And it's just something that I don't really like talking about, really. Because murderers, you think about them killing people, it's not right. It's not natural death. It's a man-made death. You get killed by another person. Your life is forcefully ended. You had a life that you could have lived much longer. And it's just not right for others to take that life away from you. And I understand, like, if you're, like, fighting for, like, your country or something and you're in a war, or if you're, like, protecting yourself and you have to kill another person to actually save your own life or others' lives. I understand that. Like, yeah, you can kill then when you're actually protecting, like a life or death situation sort of deal. But other than that, if it's just like you taking a life because you want to, or you taking lives because you feel like there's nothing you can do and stuff like that, or you taking your own life, it's just not right, because you're ending lives before they actually get full on started, or you're taking lives when they still have time to live, still have people to talk to, say goodbye to, and love and everything. It's just not something you should do. I don't know why, but people still think that's a thing that's right, that it is their right. Like, murderers and psychopaths think it's their right to kill people, think it's fun to do it, thinks it's a game to play with other people's lives. And then you have, like, school shooters and stuff that do this sort of thing because they have unstable emotions or they have some sort of disorder. And then you have people that do it for fame, like those kids ended up kidnapping a dude and literally torturing him and shit, and that was like released from freaking custody and stuff because like the court and stuff let him go because they were still kids, but even though they were freaking 18 years old and that they counted as a full-on adult in their country. I don't know why they did that. And one thing that's bringing me to the idea that, oh, you don't want to seem like a bad person, but they've done that to that guy. They don't deserve any, like, hope or extra chance. You should put them away in jail. You should keep them under security. You shouldn't have them wandering around with that so-called fame just with a little smack on the hand. It shouldn't be like that. Or like with the Manson family murder, it's just like a man that controls a group of people because of how he talks. You shouldn't let somebody control you and then follow their orders. This stuff just really annoyed me. And like thinking over this sort of thing, it just isn't right. I don't know why, but people always feel like that's their chance, that it's their right, when they have those disorders or that emotional state at that moment in time. You have things to live for. Other people have their things to live for. They have people that they love. They have people that they don't like. Let them live their life and let them die of their natural causes. That way they actually fulfill themselves instead of having potential wasted. But that's all I have to say on that. So, yeah. Later.